Hello, my name is Charlie Hadley, your Miss Juneteenth, Nevada 2024, and today is Buffalo Soldiers Day.
And welcome to Miss Juneteenth Nevada Scholarship Program pageant. Today is July 28th, so we're going to take some time and talk about the Buffalo Soldiers, who they were, what they did, their contribution to our country. And we have the president of Juneteenth Nevada, Deborah Evans. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, and thank you for inviting me. Hello to the Queen and to our delegates and to our audience. In Nevada, it is a day of observance. It is not a holiday. There are many states that do recognize July 28th as Buffalo Soldiers Day. The soldiers, let me tell you a little bit about them. They evolved from the United States Colored Troops and the Civil War. The Emancipation Proclamation and Juneteenth are going to be celebrating the 160-year anniversary next year in 2025. Now, there were more than 6,000 United States colored troops that traveled from what is now Hopewell, Virginia, to the Texas-Mexico border, stopping in Galveston on June 19th. After these soldiers mustered out and after the Native Americans signed treaties in 1866, freeing their enslaved individuals, many relocated into the Western territories, primarily Oklahoma and Kansas. The soldiers went to work as scouts in the territories, law enforcement. They were the firemen, they were the protectors in the area, and they were the first Park Service police, protecting both the land and the people. The next evolution was military engineers in Alaska during World War II, building the Alcan Highway, which was Alaska to Canada. Now, let me tell you about one of the soldiers. We've got a couple of them, actually. We've got William Cathay, who joined the Buffalo Soldiers with his brother and was in there for 2 years. Originally, he came in as a cook from the Civil War, joined with the soldiers and served as a Buffalo soldier, but he had some medical issues and was out on a few occasions. And one of those occasions meant that he had to go to the doctor, where it was discovered that William Cathay was actually Kathy Williams. William was a woman. They mustered him out as a man. They did not tell anybody. There's no record saying that a woman was in the forces at that time. So it will still show that William Cathay mustered out of the Buffalo Soldiers as having medical issues, of feebleness, but they did not admit that they had allowed a woman into the military for 2 years. Now, in Las Vegas, we have both 9th and 10th Cavalry, as well as the motorcycle Buffalo Soldiers, and they are reenactors. And in 2019, Governor Steve Sisolak declared July 28th as Buffalo Soldiers Day, honoring the first Black soldiers in a peacetime army. There was 2 cavalry and 4 infantry regiments that were created in 1866. And following the Civil War, these men served as some of the first park rangers in the Sierra Nevada and helped expand infrastructure throughout the West. Now, if you go into some of the newer things, you will find that the Park Service, where they were evolved, some of them evolved into as the protectors, we find now that they are over the White House. And the Park Service is one of the metropolitan area authorities that has, as well as a Secret Service that governs that particular part of land. One new thing that I'd like to bring to the forefront, I want to touch on a couple of summaries. There has been a bill since February of 2023 requesting a Congressional Medal of Honor for the Buffalo Soldiers. It would be awarded to the Buffalo Soldiers, all 6 regiments, authorized in 1866 to serve in the United Armed Forces in a recognition of their vital service to the United States. The medal would be displayed at the National Museum of African American History and Culture of the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. And they're currently bringing it to the fore this year. It started off in February of last year, but a couple of the high points were in 1866, Congress passed the Army Organization Act, which authorized the creation of the 6 all-Black cavalry and infantry regiments. They remained active until the Army was desegregated in 1951. According to the legend, American Indians called the Black cavalry troops Buffalo Soldiers because their dark curly hair resembled a buffalo coat. The African Americans accepted the name. They were aware of it because the buffalo has fierce bravery and fighting spirit. Now, the 6 regiments that they had are the 9th Cavalry Regiment out of New Orleans, the 10th Regiment Cavalry out of Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, the 24th Infantry Regiment, organized in 1869, from the 38th and 41st Colored Infantry Regiment, serving the Western United States with the mission to protect frontier posts and secure roadways. The 25th Infantry assembled at Camp William Penn, Pennsylvania, beginning in January of 1864. They were assigned to numerous posts districts within the Department of the Gulf and mission to maintain security, and they were also assisting in the protection of the national parks. They helped fight wildfires and poachers in the Yosemite and Sequoia National Park and served as park rangers in Sierra Nevada. They fought in the Spanish-American War. They had 4 regiments there, which played key roles. At the start of World War I, they were dispatched throughout the United States and Pacific, offering logistics and support behind the front lines in the American Expedition Force. And during World War II, they continued to serve under the name of Buffalo Soldiers, including the 92nd Infantry Division, which was the only Black division that saw combat in Europe. In Korea, they fought throughout the Korean Peninsula, from the defense of the Pusan perimeter to the counteroffensive, which resulted in the end of armed hostilities and the creation of the demilitarized zones. The Buffalo Soldiers had the lowest military desertion and court-martial rates of their time. And so now, in recognition of their combat valor and their actions beyond the call of duty, many were awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor. So now they're trying for an ongoing medal to recognize all 6 troops of the Buffalo Soldiers. And they are bringing that to the forefront for this year in 2024. We do have in Las Vegas the cavalry and the motorcycle groups. And if you're interested, we can bring people out to talk to our young people to give them more details. We're looking forward to working with them more often. They do our flag raisings. They work with our young Girl Scout troops, and they have done our flag raisings for the last 10 years, mostly through the cavalry, but more recently through the motorcycle group. So we are affiliates of both of the Buffalo Soldiers groups. Happy Buffalo Soldiers Day. Let's recognize, let's honor Juneteenth. All things Juneteenth. Do not forget your place. Your pride as being the descendant colored troops, some of the Buffalo Soldiers. Have a good day, and thank you very much. Again, I am Deborah Evans. They call me Miss D. I am the president of Juneteenth Nevada, as well as director of communications for National Juneteenth Observance Foundation.
Well, Ms. D, thank you so much for giving us the overview of Buffalo Soldiers and our Buffalo Soldiers Day, and letting us know how important the Buffalo Soldiers were for us.
Thank you. Any questions, feel free to call 888-509-6563, extension 701.
Evans, thank you so much for joining us.
I'm kniow, Miss Juneteenth Henderson, and these were the highlights for Buffalo Soldiers Day.